The wife of a man who died when two cars plunged into a river in Derbyshire has paid tribute to the wonderful and loving father and praised their brave children for their heroic escape.
David Cox, who was 42, and his wife were driving their children to school in separate cars when they both skidded off a narrow path into the river. Callum Watkinson sent this report.
Ruth and David Cox moved to Blackwell Mills Cottages a year ago because they thought it would be an idyllic place to raise their children. It seems the remoteness of their home has now cost David his life. He died yesterday as he tried to drive his daughter Tess to school along this narrow track.
Derbyshire Fire and Rescue say that David Cox's car was travelling very slowly when it left the track on this corner and plunged into the icy waters of the River Wye. Just moments later, his wife Ruth, also on a school run with the couple's 9-year-old son Johan in the car, skidded from the track in exactly the same place, her car landing upside down in the river beside her husband's.
Freezing and wet through, the children ran almost a mile back to the cottages to raise the alarm as Ruth tried to rescue David. Victoria Bamber was amongst the neighbours who tried to help.
Took off this coat because if I could get David out, I wanted to put him in something warm, and jumped in the river. And as I stood up looking for him in the river, noticed the second car and knew he was in that one. We tried to smash the window in, the passenger front side window, and then that didn't work. We tried to get a rock to break it open. Now I don't know whether it broke, but at that point it appeared to open, so we think the electrics started to work and it just opened. And then we managed to get hold of him and pulled him out, all three of us, onto the bank.
Her efforts and those of other neighbours came to nothing. David was airlifted to hospital near Manchester but died a short time later, leaving his wife and children grieving and this tiny community reeling at a tragedy they say could have struck any one of them. Callum Watkinson, ITV News, Derbyshire.